Hello and welcome back to Factorio Fixit. My name's Negative Root and let's get cracking. We got a factory today by Tain. 9 hours. He's playing 11.1 too, which is interesting. Anyway, he said he sent me a message on Reddit and he said, if you're still looking for submissions, I'd love your thoughts on my factory. It's my first factory. I've made it to green sides and I think it's going pretty well. The map was set to be much too easy though. I want to know if I'm making any core mistakes before I move to a harder map. I'm working with multiples of 4 and trying to have one item per belt where I can. I just like it that way. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's see what we've got. And right, so we got our two ore processing areas. They look alright. I haven't had a pre-look at this. We've got our buses, okay, there and there. Okay. Oh boy. How many times do I run into this? So we've got some copper cable being put onto a belt, which is obviously not ideal. Iron coming down and it's filling up most things. That looks alright. Yeah, that's okay. That's an interesting way of buffering in a small space. I like that. I like that a lot. Rebalancers everywhere. Tons of blue inserters. Again, this really compact balancing idea. Not balancing, buffering idea. I do like this actually idea. It's the first time I've ever seen that done, so it's really cool. We've got a shit ton of things coming up here and then fouling up. That's blue science being done. Yep, that's all being balanced out. Everything seems to be working smoothly. Red science by the buttload in, and we've got obviously purple belt. A purple belt ready to go. We have circuits and okay, that's up here by its lonesome. That's alright. There's a lot of belt storage here on this, which is an interesting choice. You can see that there is a lot of inserters sitting around. That's possibly not the most ideal way of doing things, and yeah, small buffering idea. I do like that idea. Yeah, okay. Yep, I see what's happening. I see what's going on, and I think that it's good, really. So, here are my thoughts about this factory. It all looks good to me. Oh, we need to come up and have a quick look at iron. Oil. Okay, advanced processing is being set up currently, so that's fine. That's all good. Yep. Got batteries being done. Sulfuric acid. That's all fine. This is possibly a little bit exaggerated, but okay, whatever. Yeah, that's fine. It all looks good, really. I don't really think there's much that Tain could be doing to fix things, and the only thing we're going to do is I'm going to go show how to do the good green circuit build. And that'll be about it, really. There's not really much else. Well, actually, am I going to? It's a bit of a pain in the ass to get it sorted from in here. Crap. Okay. Different plan. Yep, different plan. What we're gonna do is, whoa, plenty of resources. 5. Okay, so this is the build, right? When you want to do green circuits, this is the way you should do it. And this is my opinion, but I think I could prove it to be true. Right. Now let's just have a quick look at production stats. Green circuits are here. 70 a minute. That's crap. It's just not enough, basically. So what you need to rely on is, because of the speed of everything, because basically every one of these creates 2 of these. So you can see there it says 2 times copper cable, 1 times copper plate. Unless you do this the right way, you'll be forever chasing your tail and trying to get enough green circuits. This is one way of doing it, then you just need to keep it fed. That's the tricky part. Okay, that's that. Just do that there. Extend this by 1. Right. So now that's ready for our iron plate. So we'll just go here and here. There and there. Right. Now this is a very familiar build for me now. I do this in every game, and it's just the best way of that I've come up with of creating a green circuit build. You need something that's very, very strong, and this is pretty much a perfect balance of you know, your inputs and your outputs. It'll move everything around at the speed it needs to. Notice that this is going to absolutely eat the iron. But this is the way I would suggest doing green circuits moving forward. You can up this to 3 or 4 of these and really, really increase the production. You'll see now that we're sitting at 320. Now, green, you can see that there's a big spike in green circuits right there. So, you know, that one build and doing it this way, you'll be able to better balance things, because these will never wait. They will always be making, so long as you keep it all fed with iron. If you can do that, you'll be away and making tons and tons of green circuits. And that really is the only thing I can see wrong with this factory. Everything else is being moved around on belts. For example, the batteries are coming a long way across the factory, the same with plastic, and that would be something that I'd look to shorten up to decrease the lag between the consumer and the producer. If you have too much distance between the two, sometimes things can go badly, and a change takes a long time to propagate. So you want to shorten that up where you can, and I would actually possibly think about doing a logistics box across that kind of distance. Plastic, I would actually move the red circuits up here to be closer to the plastic, because you'll notice that you do have a copper line right here. So you could flog that, just split off from here and come out here and make a really nice red, or actually up here might work. Yeah, if you came out here with like a really nice red circuit build, you could actually think about tapping into that and then just making, you know, a dedicated copper smelting here that actually feeds a red circuit build right here. You could even think about doing some green circuits on site. And in that way, you'd be able to make sure that there's plenty of reactivity in your factory, and you're not waiting too much on resources to flow around. Because if you want to see something, that when you move the resources down here, it takes a long time to propagate through, and it also takes up a lot of space through the middle of your base. Apart from that, I don't think there's any mistakes really. It all looks pretty good. The only other bugbear is actually not doing gear wheels centrally and just doing them on demand where they're needed. So rather than run them down here, just be splitting one off and producing here as required. So yeah, them's my thoughts. Tain, good effort. Keep up the work, and it should be really fun for you in your next map. That's going to be much harder. Give it a crack, see how you go, and good luck moving forward. If you'd like me, I think this is actually going to be the end of this this episode, because there's not really much going on, and there's not really anything I need to fix. One more thing. My thoughts on the whole amount of science packs sitting on belts. Probably too much. Every single science pack, for example, every blue science pack, it's got those 4 things in it. Every single green science pack, it's got those in it. The red science packs aren't too expensive, which is kind of the point. But no, here we go. Nah, screw it. They are expensive, so you don't want to have too many of them sitting around. So I would look to decrease the absolute storage here. You notice that this is very, very long. So normally what I would do is something like this, right? Okay, just delete that there. Move that back. Spiders having a fun time down there, gnawing on things. Little bastards. So something like this. And do it in this way. Now when I collect all these up, see how many there are just sitting around. You can see that that is a lot of science packs. Now doing it this way, you've just decreased the absolute storage in the belts, which is a good thing. It means that moving forward, you're not going to have too many resources sitting around unused. Well, we got another 200 here of that. Oh boy, they're just munching their way through the base. I better get out of this save as quickly as I can. But you can see that in this way you're going to reintroduce all these science packs and have less storage, and I think that's a good idea moving forward. You don't want to have too much crap sitting around. So if you'd like me to play your save, send it through to me, rootnegative@gmail.com. I'll have a crack. I'd like to do a multiplayer of these, so be prepared for me to ask. I'm going to ask from now on to that you be in the factory, we'll run around together and we'll fix things together. I think that that'll be really, really cool, a really, really interesting thing to do. And yeah, thank heavens things have stopped being destroyed now. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.